A course for voiceover artists, the best way to start a profitable voiceover career. Hello again, VO friends, and welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Today I want to talk about the importance of coaching and training when you first start your voice acting journey. When starting any new skill, there's always going to be a learning curve involved, and voice acting is no different. At the beginning, you don't know what you don't know, and joining a coaching group or a training program will kind of help you sidestep some landmines that maybe some other people have found ahead of you that will help you get to where you want to go faster. I mean, you may be able to jump online and kind of pick and choose and find little pieces here and there that you might be able to learn from, and go for it. Do that. But if you want to go there faster, joining a coaching group or a training program will definitely help you get to that end goal, whatever it may be. Maybe it's full-time voice actor. Maybe it's a side hustle just to make a little bit of extra money on the side. Whatever it may be, it'll help you get there faster. I've also said this before, but coaching is the most important at the very beginning. And then after a while, once you've kind of learned the ropes and kind of figure out your way and start doing this on a regular basis, then the coaching starts to become more of a maintenance program, just like any continuing education. Most professionals out there, whether it be doctors or lawyers or anyone else, usually has to go through some sort of continuing ed to keep them, once again, at the top of their game. You ask any professional voice actor out there right now what keeps them doing what they do at such a high level, and they'll tell you it's coaching. So don't go it alone. I see lots of people who start out and they try to see if they can dip their toe in the water in voice acting, and they end up getting frustrated and quitting because either A, they don't know what they don't know, or B, they do know what they don't know, but they just can't figure out the best way to navigate how to do it. Now, I always say that the Voiceover Blueprint, which is the training program that I head up, and that's our flagship program, I always say that it is the most robust and comprehensive training program for voice acting in the known galaxy. And here's the reason why I say that. So as a shameless plug, I'm going to hop over to my screen share and I'm going to take you through the Voiceover Blueprint and everything you get that's included in that program to give you the best possible start in your voice acting journey. Okay, here we are in the main training program. And the reason why I wanted to start here is that the Voiceover Blueprint has kind of a 3-step process in order to grow your voice acting career. And that's get found, get heard, and get hired. And what I'm about to take you through is what I feel sets the Blueprint apart from all the other training programs out there, which in most cases are just prepackaged videos that you just buy, download, and watch. And I'm going to show you how we set ourselves apart. So what you're seeing here is the main training program, and these are pre-recorded, on-demand modules on all aspects of voiceover that you can watch at your own leisure or listen to. And as you scroll through here, you'll see that they cover all kinds of things like there's business, how to run the back end of your business, which, by the way, is a topic that gets overlooked quite a bit. People want to know how to do the performance and the marketing and stuff, but running the business itself is a little different. So you have to kind of know the ins and outs of that. So we start with business, then we get into marketing modules, everything from direct email marketing to CRMs to building your website, ACX, social media, how to quote your jobs. Next up, we have some technical videos on things like Adobe Audition and Audacity, which are the two biggest. Well, I wouldn't say the biggest. They're two of the most popular DAWs, or digital audio workstations or workspaces. And so teach you how to use those at a basic level so you can get in and you can start getting your feet wet with doing some recording and editing and processing and mastering and making sure that you have the best possible audio. Then, of course, we've got the freelance platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. If you are interested in starting on those platforms to just kind of, get a little bit more into it, then we've got Fiverr and Upwork modules here. Then we get into some performance stuff, some self-direction, and that is our on-demand training module library, which is the first step in our program. And As I said before, most other programs kind of just stop there. But here's where we set ourselves apart.
And now for something completely different.
If you've always wanted to get into voiceover, and especially recording audiobooks, then you don't want to miss our upcoming monthly masterclass. This month, it's all about audiobooks with our special guest, top audiobook narrator Tom Parks. Tom has recorded over 800 titles, including the best-selling personal finance book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Tom will also be diving deep into how to grow and maintain your audiobook business, whether you're a beginner or you just want to make more money recording audiobooks. This live class is coming up on September 23rd, 2025 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Seats are limited to 100 attendees because we need to make sure that we answer all the questions that come up during the class. The class will also be recorded, so when you sign up, you'll always have that class that you can refer back to. If you can't make it to the live class, the replay is going to be available after the class, just not at the discounted rate. So if you want the lowest price and to be there live, click on the link in the description and pinned comment below. Oh, one last thing. Every month, I always do a drawing to win a free seat to the class, so when you enter, you're automatically entered into that drawing. See you there.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Every day of the week, of the weekday, we have a live training webinar. And that's Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So on Mondays, what you're seeing here is our marketing training. And these are live webinars, not pre-recorded, where you can join live, you can ask questions, you can get feedback, you can, learn what it takes in all of these different categories to be successful. So Monday is marketing, so that I host that call. Next up is Tech Tuesday, and that's hosted by Alex DeWeese. Alex is a professional audio engineer by trade, and he talks all things technology, whether it's recording or editing or gear or any kind of, recording studio related stuff. Alex is the man. Next up, we have on Wednesday a Fiverr webinar. Once again, if you are on Fiverr doing work on there, Fiverr can be a little tricky, and John has kind of cracked the code and has figured out what works best on Fiverr, and he absolutely crushes it on there. So that's a Fiverr webinar for you on Wednesdays. Oh, and every Thursday we have the performance training with Mary Winkle. Of course, performance is such a huge part of this business. Mary is a voice actor, but she's also an on-camera actor, and so you can do live reads on the call and get feedback, and she teaches ways to give a more authentic read and to sound more natural versus just reading out loud. So she hosts our webinar on Thursdays for performance. And then on Friday, we have the Upwork training, which is similar to the Fiverr training. If you're on Upwork, then Kayla is our Upwork expert. She works almost exclusively on Upwork, and she knows everything about it, and she knows how to be successful on Upwork. So that's on Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific. So Monday through Friday, live webinars hosted by experts where you can ask questions and learn more about it. But it does not stop there. The next thing that sets us apart is our private Facebook group. Now, the private Facebook group lots of groups have private Facebook groups, but where we are different is that in addition to being able to, once again, ask questions and post things like demos and reads to get feedback, every job that I do and every audition that I do, I live stream into this Facebook group. So you can either watch me live like a little fly on the wall in my booth. You can see my screen. In fact, let me show you. Here's one I did yesterday for MasterCard, where see how you can see my screen here. You can see me down here in the bottom right, and you can listen to me recording and watch the editing process in real time. Or if you don't happen to see it live, you can always watch the replays. So every job that I do and every audition that I do, I live stream into this Facebook group. The only time that I don't do that is when I have a job that's under a non-disclosure agreement, which does happen from time to time, or if it's some really long e-learning project, which is something I do a lot. And if it's a 3 or 4 hour work session, I'm not going to live stream the whole thing. So Short jobs and auditions, I do live stream into the Facebook group so that you can see, how the sausage is made. All right, so that is yet another way that we set ourselves apart. Of course, we also have 100% US-based local support. And as a matter of fact, the person who does that is Kayla, who teaches our Upwork class. She is also our member support person. So anytime you're emailing training@thevoiceoverblueprint.com, you're emailing Kayla, and she can handle any questions you may have regarding access to the program or anything that you might need. Another thing that we offer in the Blueprint is discounts on either demos or any sort of one-on-one coaching, those kinds of things. You get discounted rates on that. We also have partnership discounts with other people in the voiceover industry, other providers, where if you use, the Blueprint coupon code, you get discounts elsewhere. And of course, you already knew this, but we have the #1 voiceover related YouTube channel. Of course, that's free. You can jump on there at any time. But the Voiceover Blueprint, like I said, I believe is the most comprehensive and robust training program out there. And every now and then we do open up the submission window for that. We don't like to take everybody. We want people who are, that have drive and are hungry and really want to go and make this thing, either a full-time or a very profitable part-time, side hustle. On top of that, we actually have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So when you actually get into the program, if you feel like this is not for you, then we give you your money back. So nothing to lose. So we owe the success of the Blueprint program to our members. If it weren't for the countless people that we have brought into the program and who have successfully gone on to be either part-time or full-time voice actors, if it weren't for them, we would be nowhere. So there you go. That's the Voiceover Blueprint training program. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, and if you're interested in becoming a full-time or part-time voice actor, feel free to click the link in the description and pin comment below, and you can book a free call to learn more about it and see if it's a good fit for you. Also, if you're interested in learning why right now is the best possible time to be in voiceover, then click this link right here.